WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures.
Well, from what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but when am I going to get my own action figure?
Never. Never, ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. The mighty Rusev looking a bit surprised by this assault.
Look at that. Rusev is now bleeding profusely. Wicked body shot.
Oh, what a DDT. Wow. And shoulders are down.
Couldn't get it. Take a lot more than that to defeat the Bulgarian Brute.
When Lana first arrived alongside Rusev in NXT, I don't think many envisioned her as an in-ring performer, but she started to compete and has actually found success as of late. Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow.
Michael mentioned Lana's transition to in-ring performer. Her debut was at WrestleMania in 2016 where she lost, as she would for many matches after.
Yeah, but in the last year, she pinned Bayley in the Mixed Match Challenge and beat Billie Kay to qualify for Money in the Bank. In fact, I'd already say Lana is the best. Lana, number one.
Oh, what a slam! That hurt!
Right across the face. Boom!
That enough. Lana may be slowing some here.
Uh-oh, double underhook. Tiger bomb.
Rusev competing here tonight. The super athlete is looking as fast and strong as ever. Defeating Rusev is a tall order. So how can his opponent do it? Corey, I'll start with you.
Well, firstly, I wouldn't pick a fight with Rusev on Rusev Day. That's just foolish. Secondly, this hurts to say, Rusev's been distracted by his own allies, namely Lana and Aiden English.
Wow, she turned that one around.
Oh, nasty impact.
Things aren't looking good for her. Going back to our discussion on strategy against Rusev, Corey mentioned that Rusev's friends derailed the Bulgarian Brute in the past. Do you agree, Byron?
Oh, yeah, Michael. Lana proved to be a distraction when Rusev competed against the likes of Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler. And Aiden English's theatrics have sometimes detracted from the task at hand, too.
Oh, could this be it?
Nicely done.
Looking for the victory. 2, 3. That ends this mixed tag match.
Here are your winners.
Guys.
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course. Stand up and take a bow, Mickie. You deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win women's tag team championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts,
The Iconics.
We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is the part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favourites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey?
Because Mickey's so old. Get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before. So what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match. And I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win, you end my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickey with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so. They violated Law 3.
Red and Mickey are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match with the stipulation that if Red and Mickey can defeat the Iconics, they earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickie James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickey are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the Iconics.
Look, no one wants to see a pioneer like Mickie James have her career come to an end, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and I have a feeling it'll be sooner, as in tonight, at the hands of the tag team champions.
Tough spot to be in. Tagged in.
Axe handle finds the mark.
Teed off. This might be big.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic T-shirt, you can hear an audible groan from the crowd.
I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself.
Oh, a flurry of strikes.
It looks like Mickie James is setting a good pace now. Really taking control here.
Struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
Looks like we're going to get the tag.
I think you're right, Michael.
And there's the tag.
Woo-wee. Mickie James seizing the moment that time.
Hurricane Rana. Beautiful.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
Here we go. It's
Lights out.
She's beginning to flag a little.
The good news is that if it gets too out of control, she has her partner she can tag in while she catches her breath in the corner.
And again, yet another counter. Basement drop kick. Momentum, the big M, the key word. It can switch and change at any time. Clothesline.
Going for the home run.
All the way for the top.
Damn.
Big miss right there.
Oh, this is humiliating.
Yeah.
Come on now.
In your face.
Stop it.
Down they go.
Oh, it's not going to be pretty.
Go to sleep.
That should do it right there. They did it. They won the match.
Here are your winners, Pamela, Kay, and Mickie James.
Wow. Now that's a commanding win.
What we just saw there was a doctorate class in tag team competition. They just took the game to a whole other level.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match, which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or Willy Willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey, Mickie, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we have breaking news.
Ooh.
The new team of Red and Mickie James will get a tag team championship opportunity at Super Showdown.
You neglected to mention it will be an Australian rules tag match in front of the Iconics' home crowd. I think all of that adds up to this being Mickie James's final match.
You know, as our resident WWE expert, I have to mention that Ric Flair faced a similar career-ending stipulation years ago, and he went on to win quite a few matches before Shawn Michaels eventually retired him at WrestleMania. I think this situation could motivate Mickie James to go on a similar winning streak.
Ric Flair and Mickie James are two completely different people in two completely different eras. Besides, Flair was competing in singles matches, not as part of a team, which means Mickey's career is not only in her own hands, but also Red's. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, if anyone can handle that kind of pressure, it's Red. She's been a champion everywhere she's gone, and her win-loss record is one of the best we've ever seen. Not to mention, Mickie James is a hero of hers. I mean, the last thing Red wants to do is let her down.
But that win-loss record you mentioned is from singles matches. Red's never been part of a team. Meanwhile, the Iconics have been teaming for years. They grew up together.
Okay. Can we at least agree that it was a good thing that Red and Mickie interrupted the Iconics' rules of cricket?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was kind of interested to learn more about it. Seems like a cool sport.
Seriously?
You know, maybe we should start talking about cricket on the show. Would probably get about as much time as MMA does.
Here we go again. All right, fine. I'll wrap this up by saying I firmly believe we'll see new tag team champions coming out of Super Showdown, and more importantly, Mickie James will go on to fight another day.
Sorry, can you read all that? I was reading about cricket.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The following contest is an Australian Rules Tag Team match. It is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Representing the Living Legends from Pretoria, South Africa, Pamela K.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
Guys, this is without a doubt a potentially career-altering opportunity for her here tonight.
And at the risk of being a glass-half-empty type of guy, it could also be a career-deflating opportunity. If she doesn't win the title tonight, there's no telling when or if her next title match will even come.
Mickie James!
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James!
Seeing Mickie James make her way to the ring, it's amazing that over the course of her career, she's never lost that love of competition or her infectious peppy attitude for even a second.
Mickey's still chasing titles and enjoying the adoration of the WWE Universe.
Like all the in-ring greats, she has that never say die spirit that just can't be held down.
You win these, you make a case as one of the best teams ever.
You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage. Here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans. And
kick to the midsection.
Arms trapped. Oh my goodness. Elbow smash.
What a great job by Peyton Royce to take advantage.
Flapjack. Face first.
Oh, man. Leaping ability.
Hail Mary minus the grace.
To the outside, and she's back in the ring now.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Changes her fortune there.
From behind. Breaker. Oh, here we go. Oh, boom.
Oh, swept the leg right out from under.
Boom. Nice. The champ getting put to the test here.
Oh, well-measured strike. Well-scouted reversal there.
Clothesline. So effective. Back elbow.
Jeez, did you see that? Harsh impact.
Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickey, and by extension, Mickey's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickey have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal. Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
That's twice now, Byron.
Yeah, she really knows how to handle that, huh?
The champ not looking great right now. Gets her again.
Man, she really knows how to handle herself, huh?
Hip attack. She's looking a bit out of it here.
Corner bulldog.
Oh, face breaker. That didn't look good. Shoulders down now. Is it enough to retain the championship? Setting up for it.
Oh, she is in a precarious position.
Looking to inflict even more damage.
Now it's going to get ugly. It's going to get bad. Up to the top rope.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Mickie James seized the moment that time.
Champ's eyes look glazed over.
Man, I wonder. Oh, the challenger. Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match. That list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. Probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my tag team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Aw, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2k20?
I do, but hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
They're on their feet for Mickie.
Introducing the challenger.
Ever since Mickie James teamed with Red and won the tag team title, she's been riding an unexpected wave of success to avoid retirement. Tonight, she has the opportunity to continue her winning streak and become SmackDown Live Women's Champion if she can defeat Kairi Sane.
I know I've said it before, but I think tonight is the night Mickie's luck expires, especially without her partner Red to bail her out of any tough situations.
Well, if tonight is truly the end of the line for Mickie, it has been one heck of a final run.
Mickie James seizing the moment that time.
Go behind, breaker. Tough spot for her here, guys.
It's like she doesn't even know where she is. Look out!
Oh, what a splash! Champ taking the worst end of the exchange.
She can withstand the punishment, though. Clearly not enough damage done.
Kairi Sane has been called the Pirate Princess, and is a name she's truly earned. Before stepping in the ring, she actually competed in yacht races.
Look, I'll give you the princess part. Sane definitely became royalty when she won the Mae Young Classic. But just because she sails doesn't make Kairi a pirate. She seems way too nice to swashbuckle, quite frankly.
Bam! Suplex!
Situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly.
Oh! Mickie continuing the punishing assault.
Oh, look out! All the way crashing down.
2! Bringing it back into the ring.
Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
Boom, what impact! Spinning kick to the gut.
There's the crucifix, nicely done.
Face first, here it comes.
Bulldog. Women's title up for grabs. Bang! Mickey James with a mick kick. The champ has been taken to their limit.
It'll be a minor miracle if she turns it around.
Kairi Sane needs a comeback, but the Pirate Princess...
And it's Mickey James making a move.
Oh, spiking DDT.
That's gotta be it.
2 count. The unbelievable streak continues. Mickey James is now one half of the tag team champions and your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Somehow, Mickey continues to defy the odds. It's like every time she's backed into a corner, she somehow finds a new way to escape. Congratulations, Mickey. You earned every bit of this.
I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickey has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see 2 ways for you to get what you want. But the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickey were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickey would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number 2, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickey exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Mickey, I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title, And I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best. And I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all of that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
You know, when you think
intro.
Months ago, Red essentially resuscitated her idol Mickie James' career. Tonight, after issuing her an open and honest challenge, she may now cause it to come to a sudden conclusion.
If you ask me, Red's being extremely selfish. She's prioritizing the list and her individual goals ahead of her tag team championship and her supposed friend's career.
You may feel that way, but from all accounts, Mickie James was completely fine with how Red approached her regarding this match. She even said if she was going to lose her title and her career, she'd want it to be to Red.
Well, I, for one, will never understand that.
This one's about the Women's Championship, and nothing means more to these women than that title.
Hooked them up.
And a suplex. Stringing together some big moves here.
She's looking unstoppable, actually.
Stunner. Cover for the championship. She got the shoulder up in time.
It's going to take more than that.
Power bomb.
Elusive movement there.
Sling blade. The effects of this match are showing on the champ.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Ooh. It's champion's advance. Mickie James appears to be on her last legs.
I'm sorry.
Red hits the Mick kick.
Is this the end for Mickie James?
It's all over. Red is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And as a result, Mickie James' historic career has come to an end.
Red ended Mickie's career with her own move. What a true friend.
I think it was actually a sign of respect to do it that way.
Yeah, it was almost like a tribute.
You know, it would have been a good tribute, continuing to defend the tag championship and not ending your idol's career.
You deserve this moment.
A nice gesture from our new champion, Red, giving Mickie James a chance to say goodbye to the WWE Universe.
And no matter how I feel about Red right now, I do want to say thank you to Mickie James. You will be missed.
Thank you, Mickie.
And that's how I won my first SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
That totally sucked the air out of the room.
That's why I wanted to skip over that part of the story.
I'll distract him with the visual aid. With everything we'd accomplished, we were really starting to cement our legacies, especially in our hometown where we'd always been overshadowed by a certain individual, until this happened. That is a beautiful sign, don't you think?
I agree. I would never throw rocks at a sign like that.
Even though we were gaining respect and recognition, I still felt like I had a lot more to prove than Red. She had won championships everywhere we went, and I only had my Universal title win over Samoa Joe that was mostly considered a fluke. Sure, I started a movie, but that sort of thing didn't hold the same weight. So I sought out the advice from someone who was a visionary in this business. A man who had been the guiding force behind the careers of countless legendary superstars.
By the way, I saw your movie, and some of the choices you've made were, intriguing.
That really means a lot coming from you, Mr. Heyman.
Just call me Paul, thank you. So, other than this fantastic, I have no choice but to eat at lunch, why am I here?
I asked you to meet with me because I need help from the guy who managed some of the biggest names in sports entertainment history. Kurt Angle, The Big Show, Steve Austin.
Don't forget Brock Lesnar!
But before you go any further, let's just get one thing straight. I'm not going to advocate for you. I'm enjoying my retirement way too much.
I don't want an advocate, I just want your advice. I've made progress with how people perceive me, but there's still some holdouts. So, how do I earn the respect of everyone in the locker room? How do I reach the heights the legends you guided reached and build a career that's Hall of Fame worthy?
I really hate suggesting this, but in this business, there's only one surefire way to cement your legacy and become immortal. And that's by defeating the greatest force this universe has ever known. And yes, I'm talking about The Undertaker.
Good one.
Yeah, come on, Paul. I'm serious.
And so am I. Dead serious. Just look at what a victory over The Undertaker did for my client, Brock Lesnar. If you want that type of prestige, there's only one way to get it.
But no one's seen The Undertaker in years.
Oh, I'm sure The Undertaker is still out there somewhere. And if you want to, you can still find him. But I personally don't recommend it. Come on, you've had your success. The WWE Universe admires you, although there's no accounting for taste. Is the respect of the men and the women in that locker room really worth risking everything you have? Your well-being, your soul? Just think about it carefully, because if I were you, and thank God I'm not, I'd forget the whole thing and just walk away before it's too late.
I want to do it. I want to cement my legacy by defeating The Undertaker.
Hey, it's your funeral, and if that's what you really want, I'll arrange a meeting with someone who might be able to help you find The Undertaker. Red, it's been a pleasure, and Trey, well, despite my better judgment, I wish you luck.
Kind of creepy here late at night.
Did you know some arenas are supposedly haunted?
Really?
Yeah. This one time, after your match, all I heard was boo!
Assuming you didn't get that from a popsicle stick, I'm mildly impressed.
Thanks. So where's Heyman's friend who's going to help you find The Undertaker? He's supposed to meet us here, right?
Paul didn't give me any info other than a time and a place, so maybe his guy's running late. Did you hear that?
It's kind of hard not to. No one else is in the building right now, so maybe it's Heyman's guy. We should go check it out.
I don't know.
Seriously? You want to take on The Undertaker, but you're afraid of an arena boiler room? Let's go. I can't really see much, can you?
No, so we should probably try again some other time. I mean, technically The Undertaker's dead, so it's not like he's going anywhere.
Wait. I think I just saw something move. Hello?
You sure about this?
Come on, it'll be fine.
It's not too late to turn back.
Are you here to meet with us about finding The Undertaker? I swear, I saw someone down there.
Did you see a light switch anywhere?
No.
I should have never gotten myself into this.
Yeah, it was your idea.
I can't believe mankind used to hang out down here. I'm gonna head back up and try to call Heyman. Papa Shango?
Well, this is unexpected, but I guess you'd need someone with supernatural powers to track down the dead man. Ask him to help.
Mr. Shango, apparently we have a mutual friend in Paul Heyman who said you could help me find The Undertaker?
I don't think he's going to talk.
Clearly. So, how do we go about finding Taker? You want us to get inside the furnace?
No, furnaces are hot. So maybe he's saying we're warm. Like, we're close to finding the Undertaker. This is exciting!
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Wait! I think he's trying to tell us something.
What was that? It's in my eyes.
I don't know, but it kind of has a lemony flavor? Not bad.
You're eating it?
Cool.
What the hell is that?
I think it's some kind of portal.
There's no way I'm going in a portal.
If you want to become immortal, you have to go through the portal. See? It even rhymes. And besides, you're always telling me I need to loosen up and be more open-minded. So maybe you need to take your own advice for once.
The last time I said that, I was trying to get you to try pineapple on your pizza, not cross over into the netherworld.
It looks like it's starting to close. Make a decision.
Fine. Hey, wait! Papa Shango, no! Well, that's just great. Now we don't even have our voodoo mime guide. Are you smiling? I told you not to eat that dust. Hey, snap out of it.
What was that for?
Ow, that was way harder than my slap. I was just trying to wake you up.
I don't think we're asleep.
Then what is this place? Did you hear that?
From now on, let's just assume I hear everything you hear. Okay?
Look.
It's Kane! This is awesome! Maybe you can help my friend. He's trying to find your brother, and we lost our guide. Not cool! Look out! Trey! Trey! It's all right, Trey. Yeah, you did good. You did good. Catch your breath. Are those fireworks? Weird.
That's what you think is weird about all this?
Maybe we're supposed to use these to signal for help.
Who's gonna help us here?
No idea, but either way, we'll get to see some cool fireworks. Oh, it's like the 4th of July.
Yeah, except I just barbecued Kane.
I think it worked. Something's coming.
How do we know it's a good something?
Hey! Help!
Wait, is that...
Yes! Yes! I was sailing around the ocean of reincarnation when I was summoned by the works of fire in the sky.
Can you help us? I set out to find the Undertaker, but I'd be happy now to just make it home alive.
Step aboard, Skarsgård, and I will do my best to guide you on your wonderful journey. But for it to be truly over, you must delete the demon of Death Valley that you speak of.
Come on. This is our best and only option.
You don't have any more of that Shango dust, do you?
I wish.
Taking us to the Undertaker?
Before you do battle with the man who is dead, you must first encounter the Lady of the Marsh. Yes. If you look past her, she will make you obsolete, and you will never return to your home dimension.
Is there anything else you can tell us about her that would help?
She is a creature of darkness, despair, and decay. We have already entered her plane of existence some time ago.
How can you tell? It's so dark out here.
That's how I can tell. This is as far as Skarsgård can take you, so I must bid you farewell.
That's it? What kind of boat ride doesn't have snacks?
Do you at least have anything that can help us see where we're going?
Only the Lady of the Marsh's luminance will pierce the darkness. There, in the distance, a flickering light. Our passage of time on the ocean of reincarnation was wonderful. I hope your vessels survive the treacherous conditions you now must face. Good evening, compeers.
I should have listened to Paul Heyman and left this alone. I'd be at home on the couch right now watching true crime murder mysteries instead of becoming one.
Don't say that. We can do this, whatever this is.
That must be the Marsh Lady's cabin. Not great curb appeal.
Should we call her out for a fight?
Or we could quietly steal the lantern, run for our lives, and try to find a way out of here. I like that plan better. It won't move. It's like some invisible force is holding it there.
I think she's calling us to go in the cabin.
You speak Marsh, lady, all of a sudden?
See? I was right.
Oh, turds.
You want to play? Play with Nikki. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play.
Red! What the... Is this about me messing with the lantern? I just wanted to get a closer look. It's antique, right?
Our fun is just getting started. Run. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
You want to play?
Oh, good. You're okay.
Yeah, thanks for the help. Wait, you got the lantern off the hook?
Yeah, it just lifted right off. I think you were doing something wrong.
Or maybe we had to defeat its source of power to gain access to it.
I still think you were doing it wrong.
Well, the lantern doesn't seem to be helping very much. It's still pretty dark out here.
Wait, over there, through the trees. The light's reflecting off something in the distance. Let's go check it out.
Sure, why not? Because we haven't done enough terrifying things yet. It's Undertaker's symbol. We must be close.
And look, there's a hook on it, just like the one at the cabin. Maybe we're supposed to hang the lantern there?
I really have no idea at this point, but it's worth a shot.
Whoa!
What are all those lights? Are they eyes? Yep, they're eyes. Evil eyes. I think you summoned him.
No, you did. This is your thing, remember? I helped you get this far, but you have to do this on your own now.
The Reaper is waiting to drag you through the fires of hell.
Whoa. We're back.
Unless we're dead, and this is heaven.
If heaven's a dark, dirty boiler room, I'm going to reassess how I've been living my life. Wait, so did all of that really just happen? I mean, who knows what kind of chemicals we could have been exposed to in here, which would explain some of the stuff I think I saw. What?
I think there's our answer. It's Paul Heyman.
Answer it.
Hey, Paul?
Hey, don't hate Paul me. I've been trying to get a hold of you for the last hour. My private investigator was there to meet you, and you were nowhere in sight.
Private investigator?
Wait, so you didn't arrange for Papa Shango to help us find The Undertaker?
Papa Shango? No, I didn't arrange for a meeting with Papa Shango.
I'm not 100% sure what's going on.
Hey, do you want expert help, yes or no?
Turns out we are no longer in need of his services. Thanks.
Well, look, you at least need to reimburse me for his time, and his hourly rate is not cheap. He is, I assure you, the
what's that?
finest
You're breaking up. Sorry.
Hey, hothead. Did you see my latest movie premiered at #1 at the box office? I think I'm going to get a huge back end, which is something you should know all about. Get it? Because of your ginormous butt?
Is it in there?
Yup.
What are you gonna do with it?
I figured I'd put it on my living room shelf, you know, as a nice reminder of our trip to hell.
Seriously?
No. I'm gonna use it to call The Undertaker out. I'm guessing he really wants his thing back.
Why would you do that? You already beat him.
But no one else knows that. If I want to earn the respect, pun intended, of the locker room and WWE universe, then I need to beat him again in front of an audience of actual living human beings.
Now that I've had a week to come down off the Shango dust, I'm a little less sure about all this. So just be careful, okay?
I will. And who knows, if I can lure him into a match, maybe it'll be so big my real parents will finally show up. Crazier things have happened this past week.
Yeah. Maybe.
Trey is in the ring with what appears to be the Undertaker's
You're probably wondering how I acquired
no idea what's happening,
but I'm going to save those details for some other time, mainly because you probably wouldn't believe me. But long story short, I went through hell to get it. Literally. So Undertaker, if you want a shot at taking this back, you'll have to face me at Survivor Series in a... Now come out here and accept my challenge. Come on, answer me. What's wrong? You too embarrassed to show your face after what I did to you in the plains of purgatory in front of your hordes of undead? I told you it was a crazy story.
The Undertaker is here!
At
This
Survivor
is unbelievable.
Series,
We haven't seen the
you
dead
will
man
not
in
survive.
years.
But you will. Rest in peace.
Trey's name is on that tombstone.
Trey looks like he might be regretting his decision to summon the Undertaker from the dark side.
Nonetheless, I can't wait for Survivor Welcome to Survivor Series, where later tonight we have an epic latch ride match between Trey and the returning Undertaker.
Yeah, and if facing the Phenom wasn't intimidating enough, he's dead set on regaining possession of his urn that Trey somehow acquired.
Look, assuming this goes how I think it will, Trey won't need to worry about how he's getting to the next town. He'll be leaving here in a hearse tonight.
The following contest is a last ride match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Empire of Pain, from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing in at 243 pounds, Angelo Miles.
Guys, we have two of WWE's most exciting superstars ready to square off here.
And there's nothing quite like seeing two superstars settling it in the ring in one-on-one action, Michael.
The Phenom has arrived. The mythical, immortal, the Phenom.
And his opponent from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, the
The greatest winning streak in sports history. When the Undertaker went 21-0 at WrestleMania. It is a streak that will never, ever be duplicated.
The Undertaker is one of, if not the most prolific performer in pay-per-view in WWE history.
You have to wonder, what does Trey have to gain in a match like this?
While the risk is certainly high, so is the potential upside. I know it's unlikely, but if Trey could defeat The Undertaker, that would go a long way in solidifying his status as one of the top WWE superstars in recent memory.
I think there's a better chance Saxton wins Commentator of the Year.
Wait, you really think I have a shot this year?
No, I sure don't.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
And it looks like this one's going out to the floor. Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
And it's The Undertaker, able to break free. The Undertaker is not someone to sleep on. Whacks him with the kendo stick.
I don't think he's done yet, Cole.
Oh, able to counter.
Oh, and that's the second time.
You don't want to get hit with that once, let alone twice.
And Undertaker showing such creativity.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Oh, look at it. He's taking some good hits.
Yeah, but he expected extreme pain in an Extreme Rules match.
Going all the way up.
In matches like this, guys, you learn
Whoa! Diving shoulder tackle. There's going to be a lot of big moves in this match. But one question is going to be, who will capitalize on those moves the best?
Oh, good night.
Sorry.
Evading possible disaster there.
Elbow drop right on point. Watch this here. The Undertaker is a force within the ring.
Oh, read him there. Spine buster.
Being a sports entertainer for over 25 years will take a toll on anybody's body, yet The Undertaker continues. Going for it again.
Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
Again. Hey, it seems to be working for him.
Wow, can't believe The Undertaker got out of that one. Whoa, it's another reversal.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
This match's brutality starting to show on him.
A change of strategy has to be his next move.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. It has been absolutely brutal.
How impressive was that reversal?
Back in the ring again.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
I can't believe this superstar's still in this match.
This is amazing.
Look at them go.
Absolutely amazing.
Sling blade. In the corner.
Waiting to strike.
Boom.
What a knee lift. He's looking to bring this one to the outside where things can get ugly in an instant. And he's got him by the neck. Look at this. And finds a counter.
Plants him.
Nicely done.
He's playing with him now.
Is this it? Is Trey going to somehow pull this off?
Trey has The Undertaker in the hearse, and he closes the door. Trey has defied all odds to defeat The Undertaker.
This definitely quiets any doubts that people might have had about Trey's legitimacy.
I'll admit it. I had those doubts, but what Trey did tonight was truly impressive. Maybe this guy's the real deal after all.
And that's how we opened a portal to the Netherworld and summoned The Undertaker to the Earth Realm so I could defeat him and cement my Hall of Fame legacy. We're fine, thanks.
I told you they wouldn't believe it.
You know what? None of that crazy stuff ever happened. I mean, sure, I beat The Undertaker. You all witnessed that. But could you imagine all that other wacky stuff? Portals and marsh ladies and Papa Shango?
Yeah, gotcha. Joke's on you.
Anyway, let's get back to things that actually happened.
Like when I was the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era, holding the SmackDown Live Women's Championship for over 2.5 years.
The Glamazon.
Beth Phoenix carries every team she has ever been a part of. Glamarella, the Divas of Doom, the NXT commentary table, being married to Edge. Every time she is the dominant member of the group.
She's a multi-time women's champion, a Slammy winner for Best Female Competitor, and she's a Hall of Famer. But Corey, do you think... The women's title is up for grabs. There's been women's titles defended in the WWE as early as the very first WrestleMania in 1985.
But the competition has become even more heated over the last 3 years as the women's revolution took WWE by storm.
Oh, nice belly to back.
That could be a game changer.
She's dazed in the corner there. Backdrop suplex.
When it comes to female superstars, guys, there are few who can match careers with Beth Phoenix. I mean, she has practically done it all. And here she is tonight, continuing to build on her already impressive legacy.
The challenger's looking shaken.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
A quick reversal by Beth Phoenix. And now that one's countered. Corey, I'd agree with what Byron was saying about Beth's legacy. She's done everything from capturing women's championships to beating male superstars, and of course, she's also a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, an impressive career indeed, Cole, but to me, the greatest thing Beth Phoenix has done is help lay the foundation for what we know today as the women's evolution.
Basement drop kick.
Oh, this is humiliating.
Yeah.
Come on now.
In your face.
Stop it.
not going to be pretty. Go to sleep for the win to retain the championship. 1, 2. She's not going away yet.
Looks like there's some more fight left in her.
Sent in and
Hawaiian drop. Sent to the outside.
What are they going to do here?
This is not going to be good.
barrel roll tope.
Splash!
What height.
It's starting to come together in a big way.
Momentum has clearly swung her way.
Back in from the floor.
4, 5, 6.
The champ.
Here we go.
And Beth Phoenix reverses it. Elbow drop. She got out of the way there. Her evasion techniques are on point. You have to think these competitors expected this to be a difficult challenge.
Even so, at this stage, things just get more and more dangerous. Fatigue starts setting in, and you don't know exactly have all your wits about you. It could quickly lead to error. A barrage of strikes.
Endless.
Swanton! Shoulders down, championship on the line. And at some point, she's going to start wondering what it's going to take to put her away.
Do you guys take requests? We're tuning up the band.
Saw that one coming. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
The champion into the cover. The resolve this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal. Oh, what a forearm. Gets out of the way. And fast. Basement drop kick. Here's the pin, title on the line. 1, 2. And a near fall. Close call. Top. This could be it. Look at that. She escapes.
Talk about coming up clutch, guys.
Amazing reflexes on display. And Beth Phoenix says, not this time. Ooh, earth-shattering spine buster. Ooh, vicious cover on the challenger.
And an easy kick out.
Still a lot more fight left.
Champ. Great officiating as the ref noticed she was on the ropes. Oh, what impact.
Beth Phoenix counters beautifully. Big time clothesline.
Good grief. Reverses, can she take advantage?
Listen to this place.
Do you guys take requests? We're tuning up the band. The title's going nowhere. Kiss you.
Looking into the cover with the title on the line.
New champion. New champion. The champion retains.
Here's another look at some of the previous action, giving their fans their money's worth and more.
Here is your winner, and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Pamela K.
Another win on the resume. After witnessing what we just saw, I think we may be seeing one of the most dominant champions in a very long time.
Guys, I've literally got chills after watching that. Our record-breaking SmackDown Live Women's Champion is ready to address the WWE Universe.
Since I defeated Mickie James over 2.5 years ago, I've had the privilege of defending this championship against the very best female competitors in WWE. But when you're the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, it's only natural you start to look for new ways to challenge yourself. And considering it's a little Wild West around here right now with no GM, I figured this was my chance to do that. So I thought about doing an open challenge, but that's a little played out. I could force myself to win with the 4 or 5 count, maybe, or I could do something really unprecedented and defend my title against male superstars. So what do you think?
It's Becky Lynch and her Savages.
Nothing good ever happens when they come around.
Well, that's your opinion, Saxton. Personally, I think they're one of the best things going today on SmackDown Live.
Well, whether you like them or not, you can't deny the influence they have over WWE.
I'm not arguing with that. Ever since Becky Lynch took control of this faction, she's pretty much been able to do whatever she wants, except for taking that SmackDown Live Women's Championship away from Red.
I have a feeling that could change real soon.
So you want to give yourself new challenges like 5 counts or facing men? Well, I have a better idea. How about you forget all that and face the man?
It's funny you still throw around that title after all these years. I mean, I'm the one who's held an actual title longer than anyone since the 1970s. So, I'm pretty sure that makes me the man.
I am the man because I'm the leader of the most powerful force this sport has ever seen. And that's when there's someone in charge. So just think of what we're capable of when no one's steering the ship. So unless you want to find out what happens when we have free reign, I suggest you give me my title match tonight.
If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm looking for new challenges. Not rematches against played-out losers I've already beat. And you and your crew trying to intimidate me isn't going to change that. Besides, everyone knows you're just all bitch and no bite.
Oh, well, if you're not going to give me a title match, then I'll just have to beat one out of you. Boys, little help. I'm going to show Red here my bite.
Red is severely outnumbered here.
So far, Red's holding her own.
Not anymore. Becky Lynch is showing Red that she's not just all talk.
Here comes Trey to help his best friend.
I admire his courage, but Trey has no chance against these guys. It's 4-on-1.
I told you, Becky and her savages are one of the best parts of SmackDown Live.
It's clear that unless she can somehow even up the sides, Red faces an uphill battle to hold on to her SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
I think you're looking at the man who's going to end Red's record-breaking title reign.
We gotta get even with Becky and her savages.
How are we gonna do that? We're at a 5-on-2 disadvantage.
We saw what happened out there, and we want to help.
Great. Where were you 15 minutes ago?
We all had severe simultaneous leg cramp syndrome, or SSLCS.
It's a real, proven medical condition that can occur when superstars team as long as we have and their body's ailments become synchronized.
I don't think they're buying it.
Look, the truth is that we didn't want to get involved in your business, and we know sometimes certain people can be a bit stubborn about wanting to do things on their own.
He's talking about you.
Nah, it could be anyone.
It's fine. I know I'm stubborn, but I'm not stupid. I can recognize when we need help, so we'll take it. Thank you.
So do we do like a secret New Day handshake now or something?
How about you two rest up, and next week we'll see what we can do about Becky and her crew.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, leg cramp acting up again. You guys feeling it too?
You can stop that now.
Not long after my issues with Becky Lynch heated up, SmackDown Live filled its open GM position. We were excited to see who it was. Well, until we saw who it was.
Brooklyn Von Braun is the new GM of SmackDown Live.
Apparently she's traded MMA and Hollywood for WWE. This is crazy.
This isn't crazy. It's genius.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be the new general manager of SmackDown Live.
Did you just come out here, interrupt us, and say SmackDown Live?
She definitely said that, and I have 20/20 hearing.
You're off to a good start as GM. Please, continue.
Knowing that I was up for this gig, I watched the show last week for the first time, and I have to say, I didn't like what I saw from you, Red. Instead of accepting Becky Lynch's challenge, you resorted to cheap insults, which led to Becky having no choice but to defend herself. So, Red, you said last week you wanted new challenges? Well, I have one for you. You're going to defend your women's championship in the first ever best out of 5 team match. It will be a one-night series of singles matches between Red, Trey, and your buddies The New Day, taking on Becky Lynch and her Savages. If Red's team wins the series, she retains her title. If Becky's team wins, she is the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
She just said it again. The name of your show is SmackDown Live. Say it with me. SmackDown.
Town makes more sense, but whatever.
Guys, we're losing track of the fact she just put us in a best out of 5 series for Red's title, which seems super unfair. I mean, who would do such a thing?
Hey, I know we formed an alliance, but that's kind of our thing, okay?
With all due respect, you're really stacking the deck against Red, so I have an idea that would help even things up a bit. You give our team home field advantage.
That's right. If Red's putting her title on the line under these circumstances, then the series should take place on our turf.
What kind of turf are we talking? Synthetic or natural? Because I prefer a natural tall fescue.
I meant more of a New Day home arena vibe, but we could look into the fescue.
I like what you're thinking, except Becky's team should have an equal opportunity to secure home field advantage. So later tonight, it will be Red and a team member of her choosing versus Becky and a partner of her choice. The winner of that match will earn home field advantage for their team in the best out of 5 series.
Who's it going to be, Red?
Yeah.
That was a test, and you passed. Good job.
There's really not a bad choice, unlike the choice of Brooklyn as GM.
Ooh, she just laid the smackdown on her.
So I'm going to team with...
Great decision.
Ooh, I can smell the sweet aroma of tall fescue headed our way.
Home field advantage is on the line later tonight on SmackDown Live.
And representing the Empire of Pain, from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing in at 243 pounds, Angelo Miles.
Here we go, and it sounds to me like the crowd is more than ready for this one.
So am I, Michael. I've been looking forward to this match for a long, long time.
Tell me, Corey, do you like his chances here tonight?
Well, it's hard to beat a person who never gives up. And I can tell you that he has absolutely no quit in him. So yes, I do like his chances.
And here comes the man. Look at the look on the face of the Irish last kicker.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
I'm kind of tired of hearing the man this and the man that. After a while, the time for talk has to be over, and the time for action has to start. And it seems like Becky Lynch would rather take the time for social media.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Becky Lynch or yourself, Corey? Yes, Becky is known to run her mouth and her typing fingers, but no one can honestly deny that she always brings her A game when it's time to fight.
Balor Club is for everyone.
He is an extraordinary man that does extraordinary things. Finn Balor is in the house.
It is electric.
And from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
This man is an enigma with a profound skill set that we have never witnessed before.
SmackDown Live's new GM is putting Red in a situation like we've never seen before. She and her partner must win this match to earn home field advantage for a best-of-5 series between Red's team and Becky Lynch's Savages, with the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line.
I am still shocked that Brooklyn Von Braun is the new GM, so I can't imagine how Red and Trey must feel. They've been rivals with Brooklyn since they were teenagers.
Brooklyn Von Braun is an accomplished professional. I'd be very surprised if she let an age-old high school grudge get in the way of her job as general manager.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Full Nelson. Dragon suplex. At WrestleMania 32, the world saw WWE's Women's Revolution take center stage when Becky Lynch faced off against Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks to crown a new women's champion. Even by my sophisticated standards, that battle will go down as one of the greatest matches of all time.
Things not looking great for Finn Balor. Dangerous situation here, guys. Downright treacherous. He's efficient and dangerous with his offense thus far.
Stringing together some big moves here.
No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Speaking of the triple threat match from WrestleMania 32, Corey, it signified an incredible journey for the Irish last kicker. In under a year, Becky Lynch went from debuting on Raw to having her picture draped across AT&T Stadium.
That match signified a moment in time and lifted all three superstars to another level. That night only fueled Becky to capture future WWE Championship gold.
Right to the nose.
Oh, that's just insulting.
Ooh! Harsh impact. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
There's the crucifix. Nicely done.
Sling blade.
Nicely done.
I think it's about that time, gentlemen.
Back now inside the ring.
Now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
Oh, straight forearm.
Head and arm trap. Capture suplex.
She's endured. Guys, can Becky do this?
This is how you make a statement. This is how you show the world that you're the man. She returns the favor there. Oh, it's coming.
And there's the reversal from Finn Balor.
Balor hoists him up.
Bang! Detonation kick on the ear.
Jumping stop to the gut. He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
And Finn Balor slips out of harm's way.
Extraordinary elusivity.
Oh, Finn Balor with the overhead kick.
Big reversal.
Out of the way.
He might have been waiting on that one. Running STO plants him.
Nice. Great reversal. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Spine buster.
Looking to end this.
That was it. Wow. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Sling blade. This is a big risk. Will it pay off? Look at this.
450. Nailed it.
Goes into the pin. 2.
Wow, Becky's showing some serious heart right there, and she's still alive.
Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display.
Boom!
Oh, what a crash.
Do you guys take requests? We're tuning up the band.
Will it be?
To end this mixed tag match.
Here are your winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
Let's not overcomplicate things. This business is simple. It's all about wins and losses. And it sure looks to me like somebody has figured that out.
And folks, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry to tell you that you just missed one of the most exciting SmackDown matches in recent memory.
Oh, residents of New Day City! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your best of 5 series hosts and feel the power!
Welcome to a very special New Day themed event where Red's SmackDown Live Women's Championship is on the line in a best of 5 series.
This looks like an arena that was designed by a 4-year-old who's been eating too much paste. Stay classy, New Day.
It's different, but I kind of like it.
I have no doubt that you do.
Welcome, everyone, to the best of 5 series for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
Where our team, as you might have noticed, has home field advantage.
Do you like what we've done with the place?
Ooh, look at the tall fescue ramp. It's amazing.
This is the best looking setup for a show since they used to bring Mr. McMahon's home to the In Your House events.
Wait, what did you just say?
Yeah, you know how they used Mr. McMahon's home as the old In Your House entrance? My uncle knew a security guard, who knew a janitor, who knew a concession stand worker, who worked at one of the arenas, and he told him that it was Vince's actual house.
We need to have a talk later.
Guys, we could continue to dilly-dally, or we could get things started with the first match.
I'm normally a strong proponent of dillying and dallying, but I think we should get to some action.
In that case, let's kick things off with our first contest of the evening. You're up, Kofi.
We're going to get the best-of-5 series started with Kofi Kingston taking on the bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
I doubt Pete Dunne or any of Becky Lynch's savages have ever competed in an arena like this before.
Yeah, only in their worst nightmares. This place looks like New Day's storage unit threw up. And if I have to stare at these bright colors all night long, I might too.
This match is huge in the sense that whoever wins will give their team an important 1-0 advantage in the best-of-5 series.
Yeah, these series are all about establishing momentum. You want to put pressure on the other team and make them feel like their backs are up against the wall.
You both might be putting a little too much significance into this. It's just the first match. If a team takes a 2-0 lead, then we'll talk.
Great offense by Kofi Kingston.
Captured the leg. Oh, no.
To the outside, which will start the referee's count. Monkey flip. What a clothesline! Ouch. Oh, an alley-oop bomb. Now he's been put on the defensive.
He had to be prepared to take some damage tonight.
Looking stunned, looking rocked. Oh my God! Running knee! And Kofi loves to fly high.
You want to talk about the future of the UK sports entertainment scene? Then look no further than Pete Dunne. The very picture of what British strong style is all about. Unforgiving, in-your-face, nasty. I get goosebumps just thinking about Pete Dunne in the ring, and now we get to call his match live. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Kofi's getting busy. Training, strategizing, and execution. It's all coming together right now.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. Plenty of fight left.
Gonna take more than that to take down Kingston.
Ooh, no luck against Kingston there.
Kofi just too fast.
He's getting pushed down into the defensive.
Yeah, he needs to make an adjustment here.
You bring up a good point about British strong style, Corey. In his, let's just say, dirty approach to the physical British style, I can admit Dunne certainly understands the technical aspect of it all.
He can do it here. And he breaks the cover.
How in the world?
Turning it around, it's Kofi Kingston with the reversal.
And this is all part of Kofi Kingston's strategy.
Paradise! Glad I put my... Look at this. This could do it. I don't know how he keeps kicking out.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Ooh, no luck against Dunne there.
Too quick.
Scoop slam. Check this out, King. This is one of Kofi's many special.
Oh, pulled away from the...
Saw what he had in mind there. Well measured.
With a 180, Kofi Kingston, the reversal.
Senton connects.
Back in from the floor.
What technical prowess from Kofi Kingston.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Paradise! Can he score the pin? Maybe. And standing before you, your winner, folks, Kofi Kingston.
Here is your winner, Kofi Kingston!
Well, that one was over before it even started. Kofi wins! Kofi wins because New Day rocks! New Day rocks!
Sit down, Saxton.
I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say that was an amazing...